Bear with me. My voice is cracking. I think I'm going through adolescence. Uh, okay, I got to pose a question to you. What is an audiophile recording? Did you ever think about that? Well, it's not the latest Black Sabbath reissue from Rhino High Fidelity. That's not an audiophile recording. It's an audiophile pressing of a good rock recording. Audiophile recording is something very different and rare. But in the 1960s, there was a label called Vanguard, and their catchphrase was recordings for the connoisseur. And who is the connoisseur? The connoisseur is us, the audiophiles of the 1960s. I was just a young boy then, but yeah, Vanguard's folk recordings are simple, beautiful, and truly audiophile. And this record, Joan Baez's Farewell Angelina, is the crown jewel of the Vanguard catalog. So glad that it's getting a reissue. And I couldn't wait to tell you about it. I got it yesterday. I came home from my vacation and it was waiting for me. And I've been playing it ever since. Ever since. It's fantastic. Of course, I already knew that, but I have my original pressing here. But God, what a great album. Now, a couple of months ago, I reviewed a later album when she moved to A&M Records and kind of went rock. That was Diamonds and Rust. And Diamonds and Rust has had audiophile reissues, but I don't know if I'd call it an audiophile recording. It's a very good rock recording. I'll put it that way. But in the written review for that and the video review, which I'll leave a link to here, I just expressed my wish for some Vanguard recordings because those are my favorite. And I reviewed one back in the beginning of the channel, almost like the second or third review. I don't know if I even want to leave a link for it because it's going to be very rough. But it was for a craft reissue of the eponymous debut album from Joan Baez, simply titled Joan Baez. And it's fabulous, a classic of the folk genre. This came a few years later in 1965, Farewell Angelina, and everything came together for this. The stars aligned for this. It's absolutely enchanting, very, very good, very authentic, very beautiful. She's at peak form. The songwriting is off the charts. It's Dylan, Donovan, Woody Guthrie, and others. Traditional folk songs, all done in the most simple, beautiful acoustic setting with Joan and her acoustic guitar, string bass, mandolin on one cut, and some very subtle electric guitar sprinkled throughout. You don't even notice that it's an electric guitar. It feels like a true folk album, and it feels like Joan is sitting right in front of you, singing to you in that beautiful soprano voice. The original pressing is a stunner. It really is. I mean, I listened to this for a while leading up to this. This is an orange label original. Glossy cover. Covers look a little different. You can see this is actually a little more balanced. It looks a little darker at first glance, but when you really look at it, this has gotten washed out, and there's the loss of detail in the face. Here, it looks really good, but beyond that, you have on this album a stunning opening track. Farewell Angelina by Bob Dylan. Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. You're going to be so pleased you picked up this album. Just pure beauty in the voice, the bass. The string bass is simple and warm. The guitar is soft and not accentuated. And this is something that really struck me about this, because I thought about how some masterings bring out so much. They bring out all this detail in the guitars, and everything suffers for it. This is not like that. No. The original pressing has a warm, lush character in the instrumental sections, never drawing attention to itself. Occasionally, a little more detail on the guitar, on the mandolin. The bass is plummy and simple, and it just kind of fills out the bottom of the stage. It's all about Joan, and it's all about Joan's voice and the presence and projection and nuance and extension of her voice. The dynamic shading and gradations is all under Joan's control. Unbelievable. That first track is worth the whole price of the album, but there's not a weak one on here. Each one is an absolute classic. Daddy, You've Been on My Mind, also by Bob Dylan. A version of It's All Over Now, Baby Blue, that I think is definitive. Absolutely beautiful. Really something else. There are some moments in there where she is soaring, and your system better be set up just right to capture everything that's going on without going into glare or distortion. You might need a little, adjustment in tracking force or something like that. VTA. It's a demanding album, and there's moments on here that are quite demanding. But I'm here to report that everything held together on the original pressing and Kevin Gray's as well. This new pressing is mastered from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. Beautifully reproduced jacket, original labels as well. Oh, this is a treasure. This is a treasure. What else do we have on here? We have a couple of traditional songs, and one of them is just stunning in its simple beauty. Oh, the Wild Mountain Thyme, traditional. Oh my God. She does a beautiful job with it. It's gentle and beautiful, just wonderful. Another track that's noteworthy is Colors, written by Donovan. A lighter folk song, very pretty in the traditional manner. I'm so glad that she did that on here as well. Satisfied Mind opens the second side. It's by Rhodes and Hayes. I'm not familiar with them, but this is a track that brings in the mandolin, and it adds a lovely texture to the instrumental ensemble. Very, very beautiful. That's followed by The River in the Pines, a traditional folk song that just, it's hauntingly beautiful. Just beautiful. It goes on and on. Just beautiful. There's a German version of Where Have All the Flowers Gone by Pete Seeger. And the album closes with A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall by Bob Dylan. Folks, I know sometimes people feel like Joan Baez is an acquired taste. I was that way once too. I admired her artistry. I admired her legacy and her place in history, but I had a little hard time with folk and the voice. Keep trying, because it's one of the most rewarding things that you'll ever hear. This record can bring you to tears with its beauty. And Kevin Gray did a wonderful job just bringing out a little bit more clarity, a bit more presence, just a touch, but staying true to the beauty of the original and just giving it a little more transparency. It's a superb job. He did a wonderful job with it. And I'm feeling a little emotional right now. Highest recommendation for this. It is a classic of the phonograph that you're going to return to again and again. And it's going to reveal more of its riches as you listen further and further. Superb job, Kevin Gray. Wow. Kraft, please give us more of the Vanguard catalog. Let me know what you think about this record. And until next time, I'm Scott for the Pressing Matters. Have a great day.